everybody, and welcome to Baking Storytime at the Louisville Free Public Library. My name is Lejla, and I work at the Highland Shelby Park Library. And today we're talking all about baking. So baking is just something that you do. It's a one way to cook, over many ways to cook. So certain things that can be baked are bread. We have a loaf of bread here. We can bake cakes, we can bake pies, and we can bake cookies. But there's all sorts of things that we can bake. All right, we're gonna sing our welcome song first. All right, can you put both of your hands up and you wiggle your fingers for me? All right, perfect. I have 10 little fingers and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. Would you like to see? I can shut them up tight. I can open them up wide. I can clap them together. I can make them hide. I can jump them up high. I can jump them down low. I can pull them together and hold them just so. Good job, everybody. That was great. All right, we'll be reading our first book today. It's Marigold Bakes a Cake by Malbrough. Marigold bakes a cake. Marigold liked everything just so. His fur was always well groomed, and his calendar was sorted well in advance. Mondays were Marigold's favorite, because Mondays were for baking, and Marigold loved to bake, alone. No distractions, no exceptions. This particular Monday, Marigold wanted to bake a cake that was absolutely, fur-sheddingly fabulous. He had plenty of ideas, but it had to be perfect. With his snazziest recipes sorted, snipped and clipped for their most exquisite bits, Marigold was ready to begin. First, he separated 3 whites and whipped them up in a large mixing bowl. Easy. Next, he added a cup of milk. Peasy. Followed by the juice of a lemon. Squeezy. Then, Marigold sprinkled in just a pinch. A finch? That's not right, said Marigold. Do you guys see the little bird on the table? I don't think the bird goes in the cake. Shoo, Mr. Finch, Marigold said. I've no time to chase you today. It's Monday after all, and Mondays are for baking. Marigold politely showed Mr. Finch to the door. Then he returned to his recipe, only slightly flustered. He shaved chocolate ribbons with the utmost care and drizzled the batter with 3 swirling spoonfuls of rich molasses before tossing in just a smidgen of pigeons. That definitely isn't right, said Marigold. Marigold's tail went all poofy. A brief chase was in order. Ski-daddle! There's no room in my Mondays for pesky pigeons. Marigold returned to his masterpiece a bit more frazzled than before. Crafting buttercream pillars and fondant flowers had a calming effect. He began to hum a little tune before mixing in 3 tablespoons of loons. Loons? No! With ears pinned back and eyes wide, Marigold leaped about the kitchen in a full-on feline frenzy. Meow! However, his tantrum only made his guests giggle and left his cake rather less than perfect. Marigold was full of fuss. Perhaps a walk would brighten his spirits. Baking is for the birds, he grumbled as he shut the door. What do you think they're gonna do? Looks like they might try to bake a cake. Boy, he was wrong about that. Baking wasn't for the birds, at all. But at least they tried. And Marigold recognized a love of cake making when he saw it. So he thought that if baking wasn't for the birds, then maybe he could teach them. He was wrong about that too. The end. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. Today we're going to learn a song about washing our hands. Now it's really important to wash your hands not only when you start cooking, but when you get back in from outside, when you're about to eat, really at any time during the day that your hands get dirty. So we're going to learn a little song. It's to the tune of Frere Jacques, so if you know that one, you can sing this one. It goes like this. Tops and bottoms, in between, scrub them all together, now we're clean, squeaky clean. Let's do that one more time, just to make sure you got it. We're gonna start like this. Tops and bottoms, in between, scrub them all together, now we're clean, squeaky clean. Yay! Our next book today is My PopPop and Me by Irene Smalls and Cathy Ann Johnson. Look, my Pop-Pop's a cook. Pat, I love my chef's hat. Scrub-a-dub-dub, clean and rub. Bake, my favorite cake. Sniff, the lemon whiff. Peel, I love the lemon feel. Pish, the lemon till it's squished. Poof, the sifter swift. Drip, milk into the batter bowl slips. Mash, I love to smash. Twinkle, goes the salt I sprinkle. Sizzle, the butter frizzles. Whoosh, goes the sugar I push. Plop, eggs into the batter glop. Twist, goes Pop-Pop's whisk. Whir, the bender blunder purrs. Pound, the batter goes round. Clack, goes the spoon I whack. Dip, my finger to the tip. Slurp, I chirp a burp. Scrape, the dough, no escape. Pour, that's what batter's for. Blat, goes the batter I splat. Swipe, the counter I wipe. Creak, the oven door squeaks. Make, the hissing cake bakes. Clink, dishes in the sink. Slosh, the dishes we wash. Tweet, the kettle tweets. Ding, the timer pings. Cool, that's the rule. Slice, a big slice so nice. Yummy, lemon cake for the tummy. I bop, hop, for my top, pop. The end. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. Alright, now we're going to show you how to bake some cookies in our kitchen. Alright, just like we sung about earlier, now we're going to wash our hands before we start baking. So we're going to take some soap. We're going to turn on the water. We want to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. We're going to go tops and bottoms, in between. Scrub them all together, now we're clean. Yay! Hi, now we're going to make our 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. I got this recipe from allrecipes.com, and that'll be linked in the virtual bookshelf. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. We have that heating now. Now we're just gonna portion out our 3 ingredients. All you need is sugar, peanut butter, and eggs. I'm gonna portion out our sugar. We need 1 cup of sugar. Make sure we get it all the way to the top. I'm just gonna drop that in our mixing bowl. Next, we need our peanut butter. I'm We need a whole cup of peanut butter as well. Now parents, this can be a fun thing for the little ones to do, is try to get all the peanut butter out of the jar. It might not go so well, they might need some help, but it's still fun to have them help in the kitchen. I'm gonna make sure it all gets in this big cup. All right, we're almost there. We have our cup of peanut butter. We're gonna add it to our cup of sugar. You can use any peanut butter you want, or you can even use cashew butter. You can use almond butter if that's your thing, or if you have a peanut or tree nut allergy, you can use sunflower butter. Any kind of nut butter or anything creamy really will be fine. Make sure that all gets in there. Set that off to the side. And last, we're gonna need 1 egg. I'm gonna take this egg, we're gonna crack it right into our bowl. Now, all that's left to do is combine these ingredients together. I'm just gonna mix them all together. This can be a fun part for the little ones to help out in too, because mixing things in a bowl doesn't have to look nice. Just gonna mix that up. You can also use an electric mixer if hand mixing isn't your thing, until it's nice and creamy. You just want to make sure our sugar is incorporated and that we can't see any more bits of egg in there. And that's fully combined. Now you're just going to take a scoop. You can use an ice cream scoop. Right now I have a tablespoon scoop, and we're going to scoop it onto our baking tray. There's probably a nicer way to do this, but it's okay. Part of baking is getting messy. Give them about 1 inch of room on your baking sheet. They're not going to spread out too much. And that's it. Now we're just going to put these in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. All right, now we're ready to pull them out. Make sure you have a caregiver or a parent to help you with this part. All done. All right, we're gonna sing one more song today. It's Pat a Cake, and you can do this with a friend or you can do it just by yourself. Pat a cake, baker man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, and mark it with a B. Put it in the oven for baby and me. All right. Thanks for joining us for Storytime today.